The following program is based on actual true stories on the high seas. These true stories are fish stories. Here on planet Earth, only a few predators are feared by all because of their speed, power, and weaponry. One of the most feared is the magnificent marlin. More specifically, blue marlin and big blacks. This is a fish that can bring joy, pain, and chaos within seconds of each other. It's what big game fishermen live for. The three words that describe this harbor: location, location, and location. Why? Just outside the mouth of this harbor, you're catching Pacific blue marlin. Today marks the start of a special tournament. 5 boats, 5 captains, 5 crews, 5 anglers, 5 days. Each angler has their own boat and crew, and it's a tournament that's more than just fishing.
The TAR tournament is the funnest week of the year for us.
All I could say is I'm glad I lost all this weight for the trip.
We have a great time. So, okay. We know a lot of Ken's friends. We fished together a lot over the years and been doing it for many years with the same captains. It's become a family of friends, and it goes by way too fast. Day one comes, and before we know it, it's over.
Now it's gone as soon as it's here, so you got to be during. Be here during. Baba Ram Das.
The boat is in Davy Jones' locker.
This tournament is the most fun and the easiest tournament to fish because you have to appreciate everything that happens for everyone. When you're in a competition, such as these fishing competitions that we do throughout the summer, everyone wants to win, obviously. And so when someone else catches, on occasion you might say, oh, that SOB or that jerk, or anybody can do it when there's a lot of them around. But in this particular tournament, no matter who catches a fish, you have to be appreciative of that fish because that individual who caught that fish is a close personal friend of 15 years.
We're missing a boat today.
This is my boat. As you can see, it has certain problems. Invisibility is one of them. Lack of crew is another. Lack of captain, main one. And I sit on this dock 6,000 miles from home. And I've never had this happen to me before in my entire life. Am I angry? No, not angry. Just don't understand.
You know, we work out all the kinks by next Saturday.
An iconic whistle signals start fishing. Jeff Fay is Ken Corday's assigned captain today. Manning the deck are 2 able-bodied crew, Brett Fay and Butch Chi. Brett has been holding this 2-pound aku on a 130-pound test for almost 30 minutes. Whoever coined the phrase, patience is virtue, obviously fished a lot. Partnership can't exist until the unit works together in concert. Captain Jeff backs down on the fish. Ken brings the marlin and the leader to the wireman. Brett controls the fish. And Butch tags it. A conservation policy that was established over 30 years ago by this tag and release tournament. Fishing with good friends all these years never gets old.
It's now 8:30. We're not fishing. This is to all you people that are responsible.
Coming up,
the word bust comes to mind.
Hollywood actor Rick Fitz teams up with Captain BC for all the right medicine.
What the doctor ordered.
Plus, clever fishing techniques from ancient Hawaiians and the evolution of the lure when Marlin Quest continues. Marlin Quest is brought to you by Airmar Technology, the leaders in chirp transducer technology, and by the Royal Kona Resort, an oceanfront landmark in the heart of Kailua Kona, Hawaii. You've already made a great choice in electronics. Now, achieve sonar superiority with an Airmar chirp transducer. Advanced chirp technology that can find them in wrecks and find them in the depths. That's sonar superiority by Airmar.
That it's not going to fail. And no matter what tournament it's in, no matter how much that money is in, I can lay my head down on that pillow at night and go, this is the finest hook money's ever built and technology's ever had.
You're watching the biggest little fishing tournament in the world, and everybody wins. But the purse is never disclosed, and it's by invitation only, usually for life. Each captain has fond memories of how he got the call to join this select group.
The way I got invited was I had my boat right between McGrew's boat and Humdinger and Bill Casey right here, and the people used to walk behind my boat every day. So I'd grab them by the ankles and stop them and say, hey, nice going, hey, nice going, hey, nice going, for every year, which made them aware of me. So when one of the spaces in this 5-boat, 6-boat with the camera tournament needed a boat, I was chosen because just being in the way.
Veteran actor Rick Fitz is feeling the adrenaline. He's ready to go fishing. Captain BC will take them south. This coastline is a hotbed for visiting marlin.
Well, I feel good. Put it this way. I feel better than I thought I would imagine I felt a half hour into this fight.
This marlin is about a football field away. Rick's now into an hour and 15 minutes. He'll need to cool off. So why not a surefire fix? It's the cold water in the baseball hat trick.
Keep it coming, buddy. I think it's died.
Rick has been wrestling with this beast for a little over 2 hours now, and it's gotten heavier.
The word bust comes to mind.
Suddenly, the fish floats to the surface. It's tail wrapped and has succumbed to the long struggle. The crew secures the fish so they can get it to the back of the boat and back to shore. They'll donate the meat to families in the community. This fish looks between 400 and 500 pounds.
I love it, I love it, I love it.
They'll ice this fish down, and later we'll meet them at the weigh station back at the harbor.
Yes, sir.
Fishing here along Hawaii's coast today is a reminder of the golden days.
We were rolling in the mid-90s. We were rolling in the mid-90s. We were catching tunas and marlins every day, 2.5 days. We would run to the grounds and live bait on a half day and catch 2 marlin and be home before 11:30. We'd run up in the afternoon and catch a tuna and tag a marlin and be back before 4:30. And it went like that for years and years and years and years.
Coming up, more giants of the ocean.
Did the short measurement and I thought our tape measure was wrong. I kept telling him, "You sure you're measuring it right?" And he said, "Pretty sure."
Marlin Quest is brought to you by Airmar Technology, the leaders in chirp transducer technology, and by the Royal Kona Resort, an oceanfront landmark in the heart of Kailua Kona, Hawaii. At Release Marine, our custom woodworking facility specializes in handcrafted sport fishing equipment and yacht furniture. Quality, durability, imagination. Release Marine. Always lead, never follow.
My name is Carlton Taniyama, captain of the 5-Star. We caught our Pacific Blue Marlin on May 20th, 2005, and it weighed in at 1,132 pounds. Started off 7 in the morning, a half-day charter, and headed down the coast, right off the lighthouse. 700 fathoms is where we met up with that fish. Jumped 4 or 5 times and just went down and got in a chair, fought it. We got it to the boat in about 20 minutes, and we got on the side and we tagged it as it was swimming away from us. Not thinking, you know, of trying to kill it, just tag, let it go. And we couldn't get it around the side to get the hook out, so it got away and fought it for a little more and got on the side and still didn't even think it was a grand. We thought, 800, 900. Pulled in the door and it did the short measurement and I thought our tape measure was wrong. I kept telling him, "You sure you're measuring it right?" And he said, "Pretty sure." We got a short measurement of 145 or 146 or something like that. And so we brought it into the scale and a whole bunch of people were sitting at the dock when we came in. And my mom and dad made a little potluck cookout for us. And we stayed down there till the wee hours of the morning celebrating. Anglers and all, they stayed with us that night. It's a tradition that when you come and celebrate, the captain and the crew and the anglers get thrown in the water. No matter what time of the day, night, whatever, you get thrown in, and sometimes you get thrown in more than once.
Now, let's check in with the second offense with Captain Kevin Hibbert. Angler John Blackman, a native of Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina, has hooked up to a nice blue.
He's getting hit.
After a 20-minute fight, it's a successful tag and release. It's John's first Marlin.
All right, it's gonna be a Meloxicam night.
Coming up, stick a bunch of lures in the water, and curious fish come a-calling. You've already made a great choice in electronics. Now, achieve sonar superiority with an Airmar chirp transducer. Advanced chirp technology that can find them in wrecks and find them in the depths. That's sonar superiority by Airmar. Newsflash. Dan Dorr finally gets on a charter boat. A little holdup with some admin at the harbor. That's not stopping Dan from pointing fingers. The Monkey Biz 2 is piloted by veteran Captain Bill Casey. Joining him are two experienced crew that have spent most of their life here on this island, fishing just about every day. And the scenery's not bad either.
Beautiful. It's absolutely unbelievable. The colors, you just can't take your eyes off it. It's amazing. I don't think there's any other place in the world like this. It's beautiful.
Smartphones are a way of life anywhere these days, especially here on a boat, showing us reminders of how punishing this sport can be.
That's an 11-0 hook embedded in an ankle.
Every fisherman gets a hook indoctrination sooner or later. The Monkey Biz 2 scoots over to Kilo Sector. There are rich upwellings along this double ledge. The lures are out. The only thing missing is someone sitting in this chair. But not for long.
There he is.
A Pacific Blue Marlin, approximate size, 200 plus.
Down, he'd be straight behind us. We got a $5,000 tag here. Before we use it, we want to make sure that we're going to be able to remove the hooks and the fish is going to be viable.
Satellite tags record and later transmit behavioral and habitat data that's extremely valuable in the scientific study of marine species. The fish throws the hook before they can tag it, so they lose the points on this marlin.
Just got one wrap on it, came undone. A lot of hours spent waiting for that one.
2 1/4. That's a little bit more than I weigh, but I don't have the tail he had.
All we can do is go get a bigger one.
Oh my gosh, that was tough. Those are teenagers. They're just tough. You can feed them forever and they're just tough. I fought for every foot of that line. gosh.
The end of the day at the harbor is filled with a variety of emotion. Some of it comes with bragging rights,
484.
and some of it, the right to tease.
The fish that got away always looks the biggest.
That's right.
Just remember, I'm going to wear that tomorrow in honor of you. Just remember, Dan, almost only counts in horseshoes and nuclear weapons.